Hello, this is a video tutorial for an Escher-like impossible maze that you draw by hand. So M.C. Escher was the mathematician artist who liked to create impossible puzzles, things that are visually challenging to look at, where you don't quite know if something's in front of something else. It's hard to follow. This is a challenge for me. Because my brain doesn't work as mathematically as this project would like. So if you get into this and you're like, oh yeah, I love it, then good for you. And that's wonderful. And I can't wait to see your work. If you get into this and you think, ugh, maybe this is not for me, just stop and go on to one of the other options. Okay, so as a review, last lesson, we were talking about using different lines to create some kind of visual flow. And in this case, it's going to be kind of a puzzle or an illusion to where do these lines meet? How do they fit together? You'll be using those 5 different line types. Okay, so absolutely you'll be using vertical or horizontal lines, probably vertical lines. Definitely a lot of diagonal lines. And possibly, if you're really into this and creative, some zigzag lines. I'm not really sure how curved lines fit into this, but your brain is probably more equipped to handle this project than mine is. Okay, so you're going to be using these lines to create some kind of visual flow, okay, as it goes around the artwork. Here are a few that I found on the internet. You're not going to do this alone, like from scratch. You're going to start with a special paper. Okay, now these are resources that I have linked for you just below this video tutorial. This is isometric dot paper set at a diagonal. You can just print this off, something you find online, but again, I've linked it for you here, so you will need to print it off. ISO means same, metric is measurement. So these are the same measurement across and apart from each other. Okay, as you look here at these mazes, and I found these by typing in a search bar, isometric dot paper Escher, E-S-C-H-E-R, that's the artist. And you can see that these people who put these online, they also used isometric dot paper. They didn't just sit down with a ruler and start drawing. Okay, so they're following these diagonal lines to create the illusion of movement. Now they've also added some shading here, which I think is quite clever. So as this line disappears underneath this line, they've gone in and added some shading, so it looks like this is on top. Okay. As this one comes up and butts against this, any vertical, by the way, you can see is shaded in either completely dark or as more of a toned gray. Okay, so these are some techniques you're going to use and think about for creating some kind of impossible puzzle. This is another one that I found online. Okay, this one you can see is finished, and you don't see any of the former lines or dots from the paper because they have filled it completely. Okay, and again, they went in and filled it in at the end with 3 different tones, this dark, medium, and light. And that really helps this puzzle to form. Okay, like where do things end? Where do they go? And it has great flow and movement all across your picture. Okay, and that's what we want for you as well. To begin, I would, because I'm not comfortable with this yet, I would start looking at what already exists, can I do it, and then build on it from there. Okay, so again, you could type this in and see what comes up. This is the paper I'm talking about that you can just print off, and I found this in my bathroom, okay, which happens to be an Escher-like maze. I thought that was really cool. This is a makeup bag. Okay, but you can see these diagonal lines that kind of form almost a Y. So I'm going to start with that. Now, so that you can see it better, I'm going to press pretty hard, but I wouldn't if this was my real paper. So I would start with a Y if I were doing this particular assignment, okay, or work. Okay, and I'd say, all right, this is this black line here, okay, that I've just created, this Y. Well, what happens then? Well, then there's a white Y that stops earlier than that other line above. So, of course, I would use a ruler here. Okay, and I have this Y now, and that's white. Then what happens? Well, down here it comes down for this orange part and in, and it stops just shy of the end here. Again, using a ruler. I'm not, so that I can figure out where I am. And I'd say this is orange, this is white, and then this guy over here is going to be purple. Okay, and then I would work from there and try to figure it out. I have 4 dots, so right here I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, and I would keep going until I have this entire design figured out. Okay, and then you can go in with marker and you can color these in, and you'll have some kind of really amazing design or illustration here. There's others that you can find online. I hope this is interesting to you and you create some kind of really neat visual puzzle where the lines kind of blend and flow. That's the whole point of this project. Again, if you get into it and you love it, fantastic. If you get into this and it's overwhelming, try something else. Okay, you will have 3 class days to work on this, and it'll be due at the end of that 3rd day. That'll be our last day of class together. Good luck. I can't wait to see what you make.